What's up guys, NeedlessSpace here, and welcome to another Destiny 2 guide. This video we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 weapon perks for the highest damage output, some of which are brand new to this season as well. But real quick first, think about your favorite weapon perks and let me know down below in the comments if they made this list. And also, if you enjoy Destiny 2 guides, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel to stay up to date. It helps me a ton, and if not, that's okay too. So let's jump right into it with perk number 10, Surrounded. Surrounded grants you bonus damage when there are 3 or more enemies nearby. Specifically, you will gain 25% bonus damage when using a sword, and 30% bonus damage to any other weapon type when 3 or more enemies are within 15 meters of the player. Now, if you have the Surrounded spec mod, it's even more damage with 35% for swords and 40% for other weapons. Surrounded definitely shines while using close range weapons like shotguns or SMGs. That way it can be activated more often since you'll be closer to groups of enemies. But on the other hand, that's where the risk to using this perk comes into play. Next perk up at number 9 is the Vorpal weapon perk. Vorpal weapon grants bonus damage to bosses, vehicles, and other guardians while their super is active. The PvP side of this perk isn't really used much. I'm really focusing on the bonus boss damage. This perk gives the weapon a flat 15% damage bonus to bosses without any special activation. So of course, to make this perk viable, it has to be on a weapon you're going to use for single target DPS. A sniper probably being the most sought after. Our next perk on the list at number 8 is Swashbuckler. This perk gives the weapon bonus damage for melee kills and kills with the weapon. This stacks up to 5 times for a total of 30% damage increase with all 5. So the way to make Swashbuckler an extremely solid choice is to use it with a melee oriented build, or at least a close range weapon build. This is because when the perk is activated with a melee, you instantly gain all 5 stacks at once. So one quick melee kill gives you 30% bonus damage for a short period of time. Next up is perk number 7, Kill Clip. Kill Clip grants you bonus damage for reloading within a few seconds after a kill. This gives 33% bonus damage to precision hits and 30% bonus damage to everything else. In my opinion, Kill Clip is best used in PvP since all you have to do is take out a single target, reload, then the perk is activated for a decent amount of damage. And I don't know about you guys, but I already have a bit of a habit reloading after most kills in PvP as it is, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle to activate. The only downside of this perk is that once activated, you do have to wait for the timer to go down to 0 before reactivating. Next at number 6 on the list is Rampage. So Rampage is similar to the previous perk Kill Clip, but the damage bonus is activated by getting kills. This damage bonus can stack up to 3 times for a total of 33% bonus damage. Rampage can be great for most activities and in my opinion a better choice for PvE when compared to Kill Clip, since it's much easier to activate and keep activated. The next perk on the list at number 5 is Whirlwind Blade. So Whirlwind Blade is actually a sword only perk and it grants bonus damage for each hit landed. This perk can stack up to 5 times for a total of 30% bonus damage, so basically use the weapon as intended, get bonus damage, and it doesn't get easier than that. Now, the way you get the best out of this perk though is to build up stacks quickly with light attacks, then start swinging with heavy attacks for maximum DPS. At number 4, the next perk up is Frenzy. Frenzy was released along with Season of the Chosen, and the way it works is actually pretty interesting. So if the player is in combat for 12 seconds, they will receive a loadout wide buff of 20% damage until the player is no longer in combat. Now the question is, what does in combat mean specifically? So the player will remain in combat if they have taken damage or damaged an enemy within the last 5 seconds, which is actually a pretty big span of time during a firefight. So it's extremely easy to keep this buff activated. And once activated, you can actually swap to another weapon and then swap back to the weapon with the perk and the buff still stays activated, giving the perk some insane potential. Damage perk number 3 on our top 10 list is Multikill Clip. Multikill Clip is similar to Kill Clip in the way that you get a damage buff for reloading after a kill, but with Multikill Clip, you get a stack for each rapid kill before reloading, up to 3 stacks. So if you get 3 rapid kills, then reload shortly after, you get a damage buff of a whopping 50%, which is actually one of the highest damage buffs from any perk in the game. And unlike Kill Clip, you can actually reactivate the timer before it runs out, allowing you to keep it activated for a long time fairly easily. Perk number 2 on our list is Lasting Impression. Lasting Impression is another perk introduced in Season of the Chosen, and it can only roll on rocket launchers. The perk causes any rocket fired to stick to the target and explode after a 3-second period, with a larger blast radius and 25% more damage. This perk is amazing for boss DPS, especially since rocket launchers recently received a 30% damage buff as it is. And there's no requirement for activating, so in my opinion, if you run a rocket launcher for boss damage, you need this perk on it. The last perk on our list at number 1 is One for All. Season of the Chosen has gifted us another great damage perk with One for All. So the way One for All works is that if you can shoot 3 separate enemies within 3 seconds of each other, you get a 35% damage buff for a total of 10 whole seconds. This perk is amazing while using fully automatic weapons like auto rifles and submachine guns, since you can quickly spray a few rounds into 3 different targets, allowing you to consistently maintain a fairly large damage buff. One for All has a great balance between difficulty to activate and the amount of damage that it actually increases. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the list, and don't forget to let me know down below in the comments which perks you use or which perks you would want to see on this list. I will catch you guys in the next video, and as always, good luck and have fun.